Hey Capricorn, so your reading is already starting out to be very interesting. You guys are already getting more cards than any other sign so far. Two popped out for the first position and two popped out for the third position. And just as I was about to start this, I looked up and saw a little salamander scurrying across the window outside. And I don't think I've ever seen one in this area before. So I looked up what salamander, the spiritual meaning is, and it represents power, protection, and an unbreakable will. So take that for what it's worth. If that means anything to any of you guys, I would absolutely love to hear the connection, the synchronicity that might be happening for you guys. So there you have it. So as you can see, the spread, the way we're doing it is we're starting out here at the bottom. This is sort of to represent your earthly walk. And then we are going counterclockwise up here to where your spirit is sort of communing with your higher self. And then, bringing that information back down to the bottom to be put back to use in your earthly journey. So for the month of August, again, you guys have two things that you're currently working on. And, the first one is, I am surrounded by loving animals. Okay, so, such a beautiful card. Let me take a look and see what this other card says first. I just want to, and we are soulmates. Okay. So if any of you guys have lost a pet, and I mean, it doesn't matter if it was, 18 years ago, 30 years ago. This is your higher self coming through, letting you know that your pets are in heaven. I don't care what anybody else says. I know some people have said, oh, animals don't go to heaven because they don't have souls, or something like that. That's not true. I don't believe that at all. I guess technically I can't say it's not true because I haven't been there, but I don't buy that at all. So that's the first message, and I feel like it's very straightforward. I am going to share something with you guys. When I lost my bunny, who is actually a 150-pound Saint Bernard, this past January, I actually bought this deck to see if I could get a message from him. And this was actually the card that I got. So our beloved pets are on the other side waiting for us. And then the other message that is coming through and what you are working through this month, we are soulmates. So I'm going to shift the camera a bit. There you go, just so I don't have to hold the card. So, again, this is first person from you, your higher self, your soul, your spirit, using me as a mirror only to reflect this message back to yourself, to help you remember. We are soulmates. So this is coming through from your higher self. So when you incarnate here on Earth, part of your soul stays behind on the other side to man the controls. Because who better to help you navigate? Who better to help keep watch than you, right? It is your soul. It is your self. It's not your twin flame. It's not, any other, I don't know, buzzword. But your higher self is up there with the master plan of your life, knowing what soul contracts that you've made, what karmic relationships you will be encountering. And if you've been getting nudges to go somewhere, to reach out to somebody, to do something, even, if you're not thinking that it makes sense to do so. It's been your higher self nudging you, trying to push you in a certain direction or to get you to do something because it knows what you're supposed to be encountering on your earthly journey. So these are the things that you are working on in August. And this next card represents how you can best heal that situation. Oh. Okay. So again, this is like first person from you. I know that's weird. This is your higher self on the other side, right? That part of your soul that's still up there. Letting you know that your loved ones are there. It's as if your family members might have passed on, and maybe you didn't believe in heaven or the other side, or that there's any sort of life after death. This is your higher self reaching out to you saying, don't worry, they're here. They made it. They're fine. They're okay. And they're happy. It's like a giant family reunion. And it's way more fun over there, than it is here. So maybe, in some religions, they teach that when you die, your soul goes one of two places or one of three places. Well, this is telling you that despite what your religious convictions or dogma are, because I'm not trying to stomp on anyone's beliefs, but this is just confirming that your loved ones, pets, family members, best friends, they are on the other side in heaven with your higher self. And you're sort of, that's why you can't be disconnected from them. Not only is the spirit world like right here with us, but part of your soul is on the other side. Part of your soul is in heaven with those souls that have passed on. So you are with them in a sense, just as much as they are here with you. Okay. The gift that is coming to you in the month of August, and Capricorn, you guys got 2. So let's do this one. Tears cleanse the soul. So there's some serious healing that you guys need to do. And you know what I love about Capricorn? I feel like I can talk to you guys because you guys are so down to earth and practical. I get that. So first, something's going to happen, I think, that's really going to trigger like a breaking point or even just a release, of emotions. Who knows? Maybe it'll even just be this video. Let it go. Let the tears come. I know you've probably heard it's not good to hold back your tears or your emotion. There's actually a study, and I'm going to try and see if I can find it, but there's a study done on tears. And what they discovered was that tears that were cried during different emotions had different like cell structures. They weren't all the same. It wasn't just like water, like every water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, like 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, right? So the tears were different. It was like every tear from every emotion was different. And that just shows that it's not all the same, and how important it is because you're releasing that from your body. You are getting it out. And the ones that are representative of your grief, your sorrow, you need to get that out to release that from your physical body, because your physical body is holding in that grief and sorrow. I'm seeing your salamander again running across the unbreakable will of Capricorn. It's okay and it's necessary and it's good to break every now and then, because you rebuild and you are stronger after. So one of the gifts coming to you is going to be an opportunity to shed those tears and to release all that grief from within, and that you are protected. It's safe to cry. Boy, Capricorn, you guys really had a lot of loss. It was my time to go. So in August, you might be losing someone or something. But that is the gift. Knowing, it's twofold. Knowing that whatever you're losing, it's more like you're not losing because it wasn't really yours to keep. It's more like it's a release. So if it's the loss of a loved one that is coming or that you've been experiencing, it's not that you're letting them go. You're not losing them, because their soul has its own contract with heaven. It's more like a release. And, like you've had this super tight grip on them because you don't want to lose them. But it's like you're loosening your grip and releasing it and understanding that you couldn't control it if you wanted to. You couldn't keep it if you wanted to. And that the way and the time of release for this to be, whatever this is, to be released from your life, it could be a loved one, a pet, a job, a certain way of living. It's for the best, the highest and best of all. So if it is a pet that you have lost or are in the middle of, releasing back to the other side, it's for the best of that pet. It's for the best of everyone involved. If it's a job that you've lost or a way of living, it's because it wasn't in your best interest anymore. And to release it, release that grief that you have. Oh boy, Capricorn, this is an intense month for you guys. And that is the gift that is coming to you. So either you are going to have something released from your life, and that is the gift, or whatever you have had released from your life, you're going to have a knowing that it was meant to be released from your life. And that either way, it is a gift. And that's what you're going to understand. And I'm sorry, my mind just went blank. Oh, I'm sorry. The opportunity that's coming for you. Yep. It is not your fault. Release yourself from guilt. That could be part of it too. Regret. Release that. Because nothing, I think you're going to understand, or you're going to see that there's nothing that you could have or should have done. Nothing you could have or should have said. You've done your part. You've done everything that you could. But again, whatever is or was released from your life, that's between the divine and that individual, the divine and that pet, the divine and it was up to the divine, if it was time for a job to end or a way of living to end. So the opportunity is coming for you to release your own guilt or regret, because endings are not decided by us. And I think that's one of the biggest things that your higher self is wanting you to know, that these were all pre-orchestrated, pre-agreed upon, some by you and some between, other souls, other spirits that we, it's their earthly journey. Okay, and then lastly, this card represents special guidance. I am not dead, Capricorn. That's such a beautiful, beautiful card. You guys have really been going through some serious loss. Again, so there is life after death, but this message is deeper than that. So, on several different levels, your loved ones that have passed are on the other side, very much alive, very much happy and thriving, because they're reunited with other souls that they loved, that they had missed, that they hadn't seen or felt connected to in a while, right? The same thing with your pets. Your pets are also reunited with any pets that you might have had previously. For example, if you had a kitten when you were a child and it passed away, he or she passed away, and then as an adult, say you had a beloved rabbit or a guinea pig or a horse that's passed away, he or she is hanging out and romping around with that kitten that you had. They know that they are family. I really feel like this isn't about tangible earthly concerns. I really feel like this whole reading is all about loved ones passing. But in the event that you're going through the loss of a job or the ending of a career, transition, know that it's not over. Your life is not over. Second, that, your role as a worker, a provider is not over. And even that particular job might not be over. It could just be over for now. It could be a pause. But that is up to your soul contract, right? And that is up to your master plan, your blueprint for this life, this particular life. The other message that I really want to bring out to you is that maybe because you've lost something, you feel as if the divine didn't hear your prayers, that the universe ignored your grief, that the universe ignored your pleading. And this could be something that's coming in August. This could be something that you've been, carrying with you for years. And maybe you stopped going to church, or maybe you stopped communicating with God. Maybe you stopped believing in the universe's ability to provide and take care for you. But I feel like the special guidance for you is to revive that relationship, to give that relationship new life. Reach out and talk to the universe. However, if you pray, if you don't have to go to church, but if you have a relationship with God, in any form, whatever you call the divine, whatever the name for your deity is, revive that relationship. That's the special guidance for you. And it's going to help you, I think, see that things worked out the way they were supposed to. And that I just love this card. And that everyone is okay. That there are pets and loved ones on the other side. I love this card. So let's do a quick recap, Capricorn. What you're working through this month is to know that your soul, even as you're working your earthly plane, your earthly journey here on earth, your soul is, part of it is still up on the other side, right? And that is your higher self. And that our pets are in heaven as well. Maybe your grandma just passed and you're wondering, I wonder if she's with, my dog. I wonder if she's with my cat. I wonder if they're together. Well, the answer is yes. Letting you know loud and clear, I am surrounded by animals that I love, loving animals. And how you can heal this is to know that on the other side, we are reunited with our loved ones, with our family. Even if they never met here on the physical plane, they know their family. It's different on the other side. And the special gift that's coming to you is release. It's having something released from your life that is no longer serving you, or that is necessary to have, that is necessary for that individual or pet or whatever to return to the other side, or for you to, the gift, or is for you to understand that, as well as the opportunity to grieve. Let those tears out, because they are physically holding in, your grief, your pain, your sorrow. They're keeping that in your body physically. Okay. And you are being given an opportunity this month to recognize that there is nothing that you could have done, and to release yourself from regret or guilt.